Okay, so we've got the digital experience team, we've got the design group, and we're just going to go through kind of learning about Git, making commits, how it works, using terminal, with the end hope and goal that we're going to be able to add ourselves to the org chart, which I find in this fancy way, which is just Google GitLab org chart. So I'll look for me. So we've got, oh, you can close that. Didn't even know that did that. We've got our 4 full-time staff, and we're going to add everybody else here. So I thought I would just cover this weird thing called terminal. Anyone ever open this on your computer?
Yeah, once or twice.
Cool. The way I open it is press Command Spacebar, and I just start writing terminal, and then it'll find it, and then it opens it for me. That's like the super elite way to do it, if you know geek speak. So I would suggest everybody opens that right now. I'll show you how it works. So here's your Finder. In here, if you write ls, you'll see all the folders where you currently are. So the terminal is like currently listing LS's list. And if I do ls-l, list it in a list. It's a little easier to read. So this effectively is the geeky version of what we're looking at here in the graphical user interface version. So ls is to list where you are, ls-l in a vertical format. So other things you can do, commands that are kind of useful, is this pwd. This shows you on your computer the path to where you currently are. So you can see here, I'm in mprois, this is my home folder. Outside of that, I don't really see it, but there's users. So pwd lets you know where you're at. I kind of think of like using terminal sort of a little bit like once you get a handle on how to move around your file structure, it's kind of like if you were playing a video game, it's how you like move forward, backwards, left or right. So like ls is like, where am I? Like what's around me? pwd is like, where am I? And then if you want to go into something, cd, which is, I think it's for change directory, you can put, you know, I have this GitLab repos folder. You can just start typing it and then press tab and it'll fill it out for you. And now you'll see it says GitLab repos here. And if I type pwd, I now know I'm in GitLab repos. So visually, this is where I am. And I can check that again by going ls-l. So confirmed.
Do you need to have GitLab downloaded on your computer first?
Not yet. We're going to get to there. These are all just like, to get into that GitLab repos, I just made that. So to get into that specific folder, you would have to. But let me just write cd is for change directory. What did Tyler make there? It's probably smarter than me. Wrote it in a cooler looking way. I'll request after.
Oh, he didn't make it. He found it and shared it with me. I'll change the access.
Another thing that I rely on is if you just Google Git no deep shit, it goes to, it used to be called, that used to be the URL, but I think they've moved it, but it still goes to the right place. This has a whole, for when we get into Git. So what we're talking about right now is not Git commands, but this is useful. So these are Git cheat sheets. That's cool. What I'm talking about here, this is just simply navigating within terminal. And you can see the difference. You know how we're just writing pwd and it's doing something? If we do git status, we're saying git, so it's like saying do this thing. and then the command that's associated with Git. I'm not in a Git repo, so it's not going to do anything for me. So what we're talking about right now is just how do I move around to get to the place that I want to get to? So www.gitlab-com. You won't have this yet. This is what we're going to set up next. Why isn't it? Oh, CD, right. So this, there's another thing you can do with ls. You can do ls. This is kind of useful sometimes. ls-la. So the A is all. So it'll list, there's files on your computer that start with a dot. Those files, unless you set up Finder to show them, they won't get shown because they are usually configuration files. So you can see all of Git. This is the version control, I guess you call it software. That is what powers GitLab. Any questions so far?
What does PWD stand for? I feel like I'll remember it better if it means something. Oh.
I think it's probably path something.
Okay.
Print working directory. Oh yeah, P is print. Print, echo. There's like these terms that is like display this thing. I've got a crying child downstairs. Okay. So if we're good to move on from there, this is like, you'll probably just have to, I'll make this bold so we know what this is. I wish we could uncapitalize these. We'll figure that out later. That's just getting to where you need to go. So why you would want to use that is anytime you open terminal, if I close it again and open it, it always opens you back at your root user file. So we usually keep our code in a different file just so that we know where it is. So you're just always going to want to get to where your code is. I'm sure someone who's smarter than me knows how to like actually make it open to where you want it to be, but I'm not that sophisticated. So that's how we move. Go forward, back, side to side. If we wanted to go, so CD into something, if we wanted to move back, so we can see we're in GitLab repos, if we do CD, is it slash? Let me just try this. Yeah, so CD ... is back one directory. And then you can continue to do that. You can be like, I want to move back 1, 2, 3. And you eventually get this like mental model of like knowing where you are. So if I go into GitLab repos, www, like you can jump right into there too. You can see if I go back 1, I'm in repos. If I go forward back into www and then say I want to go back 2, I'm back at the root. So it's just how you move forward, backwards, and side to side. Don't get too hung up on it, because I think if you overthink it, it might be more complicated than it actually is. So why don't, is everybody at your root, like users and then your username? A way to get, quick way to make sure you are there is just press CD and enter. It'll always return you back to there. So if you press PWD, are you effectively at the home section for your account on your computer? Great. Let's do ls dash.
I think I am. I don't have the same sort of file structure as you, so it's.
Do you want to, how about you share your screen?
Sure.
Oh, you made a repos already, Tina? You have, and you have the code pulled. Awesome.
Tyler made it for me. Yeah.
Nice.
Can we see this?
Yeah, that's great. That's exactly what I see.
Oh, perfect.
You have Parallels installed, so you can run Windows.
That's what I did to play a game. So
yeah. Can you go into your sites folder? CD sites.
what do I type in? CD?
Yeah, change directory, space, uppercase S. It's all case sensitive. If you press SI and tab, it'll automatically fill it out for you. And press enter. And do ls or ls-l, whichever you prefer. There's nothing in there. Great. You can use that one. You can stop sharing if you like. How are you doing, Jess? Do you?
I think I'm good. It says Jessica's MacBook home money sign. Does that sound correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Actually, maybe we should keep it all similar. Stephen, can you do CD space ... / to get back one? And we're just going to copy Tina's setup so that we're all, in case we need to refer back to it, we can do it. So everyone who's not Tina, once you are in that root directory, if you can type, oh, here, I'll share my screen again. mkdir, make directory, and put GitLab repos with this camel casing. Camel casing is when the letters are connected and the one is higher. So you can kind of read it, but there's no spaces because spaces in code make issues sometimes. I'm gonna just do this too because I have a different one, but whatever. So I did it and you can see here, there it is. That's what we just made. So we made a directory. It's the exact same thing as going double clicking and saying new folder, but I don't know, just thought I'd show you how to do that.
Mine didn't show up in a directory.
Neither do mine.
Okay, let's see what you did. One of you can share first.
Yeah, you first, Jess.
Okay. That's all I did. mkdir GitLab repos. Is that right? And
I just
don't
see
anything weird.
the Zoom right now. Oh, there we go. Can you do in your terminal? Oh, because you're in recents. If you click,
Oh,
just in your Finder, you were in recents. I think if you click
am I supposed to go
home in your
to
Finder,
what? Home?
yeah, click home.
Okay, I
What's
thought it
in
was gonna show
there?
up over here. Oh, why is this not?
I think
Hold
there's
on.
just some
Why
delay
is
in
that over
screen share. So okay, and then
Oh yeah, Zoom makes my oh gosh, I still Lululemon stuff on here. I'll get rid of that. GitLab repos, here we go.
yeah, sweet. So you did it. Great.
Cool.
Do you want
Okay.
to
Thanks.
share your screen, Stephen?
Yeah. Sec. So I typed in this here. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. I typed in this here, and then I don't have a home.
Yeah,
Is
it
it
wouldn't be
so-
there.
Oh.
Oh, right. I see what you mean. If you click into Finder and then you click or press Command, comma.
In the terminal?
No, in Finder. Make sure Finder is selected and press Command, comma.
Where am I looking for Finder? Sorry.
Click on the thing that says Recents to the right of Terminal. Yeah, that whole thing. Click on it. See how in the top left of your computer it just said Finder now? It says Finder,
Oh,
File,
yeah,
Edit. That means that what you're going to press is affecting that application. So if you press Command, comma, that's the geeky quick key to open the preferences. If you click Sidebar, and then if you click Stephen McGinnis with the little house,
Yeah.
you can close that thing you just opened, the preferences. And now if you click, there you go.
There we go.
You did it. Another way to confirm that is if you go back to your terminal, scroll down and press ls-l, ls space -l. You'll see it in the list there, GitLab repos.
Sweet.
So let's go into that folder in terminal. How do we do that?
Oh, sorry. I cheated. I'll stop sharing my screen.
we want to change directory and go into it. So did everybody do CD space GitLab repos? Oh, I'm just sharing just that screen. Hold on. So if we do pwd is, oh, I didn't go into it. Oh, right, I have a couple. So if we do pwd, do we see GitLab repos at the end? Thumbs up.
No, something's up.
Let's take a look at your screen.
He's sick
It's all
of seeing
good.
this.
We're learning,
Well,
you know, what to do. And then, okay, so you wrote GitLan repos
oh,
when you did
Jesus.
CD. So that's what's nice about if you just write CD and then do uppercase like GI, since there's nothing else in that folder called GI, if you just press tab, it'll avoid any typos.
Mhm.
So now if you do pwd, we're in that folder. That's awesome.
Sweet.
You can stop sharing. Jess, how are you doing over there?
I think I'm good.
Great. Okay, next we're going to go to the affectionately known the dub repo. I'm just going to give, actually, if you go, I'll show you how I get there because it's a little different for everybody. I found a setting in GitLab that my home screen is actually my to-dos, which is great. But yours might look a little bit different. It might, can't remember how to get there anymore now, but I can go to projects and see www. Sometimes I see this screen. And if I see this screen, to get to the www repo, I just put in www, press enter, and then I'm there. Or I'm not there. I select it, and then I'm there. So that's this. I'll put this in the chat. Make sure we're all getting there. So now what we're going to do, not sure if we're going to have to clone this or not, or if we're going to have to initialize Git or not. Does everybody see this screen? Thumbs up. So you should see over here clone. And let's clone with HTTPS. If you press this, copy that URL, and then go back to terminal. We're going to do our first git command and see if it works. I have a feeling it might fail, but we're going to write git clone space and paste that and press enter. Yeah, definitely, Tina. Is that working for you, Jess?
My computer is just really slow with
That's fine.
Zoom going, so this might take a minute.
I
So
got
what
a
you went
prompt.
to clone,
Oh,
and then what
sorry.
was it?
Then you go to this page, and then you copy this HTTPS URL.
HTTPS, okay.
Let's take a look at what you've got, Stephen.
Sure. Can you see this page?
Yeah.
So this is what I got.
The git command requires the command line developer tools. You'd like to install the tools. Sure.
Yeah.
Tina, did
1
you have
hour.
to do that? Does that look? It usually goes a bit quicker, but this
Okay.
might it won't go extremely quick. Did you have to do that? You're on mute.
I followed a different handbook page to do all of this.
Oh, okay. Do you
So
have
I
that
did
handy?
yeah, I'll dig it up while you do this.
Cool. Thank you.
What was the
Did you
output
get
of
that? So it should look like this. So here, I'll share mine. So terminal should be doing this thing. So what it's doing right now, clone is like copying. So it's seeing what's in that repo and it's returning it. And if I go to my terminal, or sorry, my Finder window, you'll see it's pulling means like getting the files from where they are in the repository and putting them onto my computer. So right now it's receiving all the objects.
Can I share real quick? Because mine, I just keep hitting enter and it's just like going down a line. It's not actually.
Oh yeah, let's see. Oh, okay, this is probably some issue in the command.
Sorry,
Thanks,
turn
Tina.
it zoom out of the way. Yeah, so like if I hit enter, it's just like, and it's gone. Oh, sorry, that was just
Okay, hold on a
the
second.
wrong thing.
Oh, so it's probably just running that because there's nothing wrong with how you paste any of that. It's just doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's just taking a little while. Okay, we can run brew install.
My install.
What do you mean corp, Tina?
This was what Luke shared with me, or Matt, and it was tied to, like, now it's corporate marketing. It's just apparently a different repo.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but the steps are more or less the same.
Yeah, Stephen, can you cancel that install of the developer tools? Doesn't really matter, but you probably can.
I'm pressing stop, but nothing stopping.
Okay, well, you can just go, can you share your screen? And we'll just go back into terminal.
Yeah, a second.
Jess, had you done anything in Git? Like, had you used Git before on your computer?
No,
Interesting.
I've only used the like online version.
Got it. So if you just press copy and paste that brew install Git, probably don't have brew, but let's see if it works.
From this one here?
Yeah.
Brew install Git?
Yeah. You don't have brew. Okay, let's look. I'm just Googling it. Okay, so I think you need to run the command that says install homebrew. That first one, there's a little like clipboard icon. I just sent you it in the chat. It's if you just go to brew.sh in your terminal, or sorry, in your browser.
Is this something I should be doing too?
Well, yours seems to be running, so
I'm copying this.
Yeah, if you click that little icon to the right, it's copied to your clipboard now. Jess, can you try pressing Option X? Yeah. And Stephen, you paste and press enter, yeah. And then that's your password, but it's gonna look like you're not typing anything in, but it's your computer password. It just doesn't like do any indication that you've typed anything.
Ooh.
Look at this stuff you're doing. We're
Okay.
hacking. We're hacking.
I feel like Samuel Jackson in Jurassic Park.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts.
Do you want to share your screen, Jess? Can you boot Stephen off of here?
Yeah, sorry.
Get out of here, Stephen.
You could also just, if
what does
nothing
Option X do?
cancels the command you just, it should cancel the process you just asked to do, which is the git clone. If nothing's changed, if you're just seeing that nothing happening,
Yeah, I just got the little kind of double tilde thing going on.
Could you try, I never know these off by heart. Is it Control X maybe?
Nope. Wait, that's new.
What'd it do?
It says cloning
Oh.
into GitLab.com.
Oh no, see, it's doing what it's supposed to do. You have somehow like
Okay, just don't touch anything.
gets going on. Okay, so that's cool. That'll take
It's
a
probably
little
just
bit.
my computer being super slow with
Yeah.
Zoom on. It's usual thing.
So Stephen, can you share your screen, please?
Yeah. And let's go back.
Just while that, would it go faster if you close Zoom and just rejoined when it's done pulling the files? Or does
Yeah,
that matter?
I'll try that.
Yeah, try that. Just pop back
I'll
on.
try and see what happens. Yep,
Okay.
be back.
What does this say? Yeah, just press return.
Ooh. This is mildly entertaining.
It feels like you're doing something, hey?
I know, and yeah, you see numbers and stuff. Look at this. Oh,
Oh,
look at this.
look
What is
at all
going
those new,
on?
you made a lot of new tags. Good job.
Oh, yeah, look at me go. All the way up to 3.0.0. It doesn't get any higher than that.
Maybe 3.1.1, but you know,
Oh, you
it's a
know,
brave new world.
one step at a time.
So these like Homebrew and these things are just little like developers have made these packages to make it easy to install these little bits of software. So what we're trying to do right now is just install Git on the computer, because Git is just like a program, just like old school like Photoshop or things like that. So we need to have it so that we can run it, or it can run using the commands that we're going to feed it. So you're installing this thing called Homebrew that makes it easy to install just Git. Whereas what you had installing in the background is Apple's developer tools, which is like a 10 gig package that includes Git, but is mainly focused on, you know, you can design iPhone apps and all. It comes with this whole fleet of tools within it. Tina, I can get you started on something. Have you made a branch before?
Yes.
Awesome.
But I did it with some hand holding. So
We're going to do it again. Do you want to share your screen?
Sure.
It's a real pleasure to watch that install, Stephen, but we'll go to
Okay. How do I make this black?
I
prefer
go to
it.
preferences. Oh, you're in terminal. Yeah, go preferences and go, I think profiles. No. Oh, was that it? Oh yeah, profiles.
Yeah, you're looking for dark mode.
Yeah, I think I do pro.
Oh, that's good. Okay, let's do that.
And then you have to close terminal and then reopen it.
Oh,
what
next
happened?
time. That's okay. I'll figure it out.
No, we're doing this.
Didn't work. Background. Oh, because I've just if I just change the background.
No, because it changes
No.
everything. Mine is basic and it is that color. I know that you have to like do the change and then restart it. Oh, looks like you got it. But then all the text is going to be black.
Yeah.
It's going to be tricky.
Yeah, that's not good. And I don't want it white. Let's just make it almost white. That's too white. There we go. Okay.
Nice. You did it. Okay, sorry, that was somehow satisfying to watch. So yes, let's go into your folder that has your code.
My folder that has my code?
Yeah, so I think you'd want to go cd space GitLab repos tab. and then if you do a tab, it automatically, you can do it all as one, or you can do it individually, all good.
Okay.
So you want to go now CD into www repo.
Okay. Next time I'll use my cheat.
You're fancy. So you press yeah, there you go. Press enter, and then I always do a git pull right away, because that's going to pull the most recent code, because everything like what GitLab the product does and what Git does is allows code to continuously being updated by multiple people at the same time. So right now it's pulling everything that's changed in the code base that you have on your local computer. So when you hear
Okay.
people say, I'm working on my local, it means they're working on the computer, not on the code that's on the server. So there will be tons and tons of changes because our code base is active development. Oh, Jess is back. So there's gonna be a zillion of these. But it's pretty quick. So that's cool. Hey Jess, how's it going?
Well, it started working as soon as I got off Zoom, and it was
Uh-huh.
going well, and then all of a sudden it fatally errored out. So
Oh
I
no.
wonder if that's because I made you press one of the command or option X's.
I can stop share and we can go
it
back.
says command not found for that one. So
Oh, let's take a look.
here, let me show you.
How's your
Yeah, let me
install
show you.
going, Stephen?
It's going good. I think it's done. It said it could not link. There's one error. Then there's next steps. Homebrew is entirely all volunteers.
Can you try
I'll
running
share-
that brew install git command,
Oh yeah.
please? I saw a dog. Whose screen are we looking
So
at
yeah,
here?
it like started. It's mine. No, I'm on mute. Okay. Yeah, I like started like doing all this stuff, and it got to 100% on these, and then whatnot, and then all of a sudden it was like early EOF.
Oh,
Fatal. But the little tilde thing says command not found, so I don't know if that was actually an issue or not.
if you press, here's another little trick. If you press up when you have terminal selected, I think right now you're using your Finder. Press up again. It goes to things that you've already typed. So why don't you pop off Zoom and then
Try
press
again.
enter? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Actually,
here.
can you share your screen again one more time?
Yeah.
Can you type in git space, here, I'll put it in the chat. Git space -- version.
Right after this one.
Just delete everything you have in there.
How do I do that? This?
Press delete. Just press and hold delete.
Yeah.
It's not a dumb question. It's super confusing. .24.3. Great. Okay, so you have Git installed, so we don't have to worry about doing what we're doing with Stephen here. So yeah, press up until you get to that git clone command again. And then yeah, then just pop off Zoom and let's see if we can have some luck by getting that extra juice redirected at your computer, the mainframe.
Okay, BRB.
Cool. Stephen.
All right. I'll share mine. Mine was doing all kinds of stuff. So as you can see,
I never read any of this, just for the record.
I'm just trying to see.
I wait for it to end, and then I just cross my fingers so that if you write git space -- version, it tells you something.
Yeah, I put in. Where did I put it to start doing all this business here with all the hashtags?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Brew install git, and then it did all this business.
Great. So if you type git space -- version, what this is doing is saying, hey, what version of Git do I have installed? Great. That's the one I have too.
Sweet.
So it's now installed. So now, can you press up until you get to that git clone command? I think that you typed it in too, right? Keep going. That one. Press enter. this indicates to me that it's working.
Yeah, the little dot 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 keeps me on the edge of my seat. Oh,
Can you stop sharing? Can Tina, can
Yeah.
you share? I feel like I'm playing chess against a bunch of people right now. Okay, so
Okay.
you pulled, we're gonna start to use Git a little bit now. So oh yeah, we're recording this, so Jess can watch it. We never work on the master branch. Master is production, which is what, when you go to about.gitlab.com, that's what our customer and anyone coming to our site or using our product sees. So what's beautiful about Git is we can work on branches. So it's the exact mirror of the code that's live. We can do all our little changes, and then we want to merge the branch, which is what a merge request is. So it's literally like, if you think of tree branches of a river, whatever, like we're going off, we're making changes. A merge request is, can you please merge this code back in? What's beautiful about Git is it says, yeah, totally. Let's just check the code that's currently live in your code and make sure there's no conflicts. No one's written over the same files that you've written. And if there are, it can actually look at the exact changes against the changes that someone else did, and you're not deleting anyone's code. You're able to make it all work together. So what I always do, I have a bit of a, like when you write code for a while, you get a lot of neuroses. So what I do a lot, I write Git space status all the time. Just, I don't know why, I just will go Git space status. And then you're like, okay, oh, I'm not in the right repo, hold on. And I'll be like, okay, cool, it's up to date. I can see here I'm on origin master. A lot of times I'll do Git space branch to see like, what branch am I on? So if you do that, Tina, Git space branch, it'll probably say master. Yeah, you're on master. You can see those old branches. Do you need those old branches anymore?
No, I don't think so. They were for Netlify CMS
Cool.
work.
We can, that's great that you have them. We can learn how to delete them
Okay.
as we go through stuff here.
Where do you see that I have branches?
Different branches.
Yeah.
I see where it says 5323-webpack asset
Yeah.
pipeline.
Yeah.
That's a branch.
Okay.
IM-83 da 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 da. That's a branch.
Yeah, this is when I was working on a page. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
And you can see that master is green with
Yeah.
the little asterisks. That means that is the branch you're on.
Okay.
So what you're going to want to do is make a new
Evan.
branch.
Okay.
And that's what I don't know why. I think I have it memorized now, but that's when I look at that Git guide that I shared, and I'll like the Git no deep shit that I look for. I open that and I find search on the page, like with Command F, I just look for branch, and it's like usually the second thing in branching. Then I scroll down and I know now that it's Git checkout /B, which means you're going to check out a new branch. But
where do you search on this?
So if you just do Command F.
Oh, it on this page.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then go right branch, and then
Gotcha.
I press the little down arrow once in the search thing. Like this is just, again, these are like the neuroses of how I do it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. So I don't see on your list of things to do. Is there? I don't see Git checkout -B. Like Git
No.
checkout, you need the dash, and then it wouldn't be in quotes.
-B.
B.
Yeah.
So that's saying checkout branch.
Enter.
No.
No.
We want
I
to
need
name
to
the
make
branch.
one, right? Okay.
Yeah, well, you want to name it. So I would probably call it, like, if I were you, I would do like Git dash checkout dash B space TNG dash adding dash myself dash to dash org dash chart. Adding myself to org chart with dashes in between. I just usually call them like my first initials. Everyone has different ways, like that one with the number 5323, that's an issue. So that's a clever way to do it too. But what we're doing here is we're making changes. We're making a branch locally, and then we're going to merge it into GitLab. So there is no issue and there is no merge request. We're making the branch here and doing it a bit a quicker way.
So checkout also creates branches. I was using
Yeah,
checkout to go to existing branches.
Yeah, -B is what creates it.
Okay.
Without the B, it switches to the branch.
Okay.
So if you press enter, and then you write, so it says switch to the new branch. Again, I'm totally neurotic, so I would write git branch, give myself a little serotonin boost, press enter, and see the green beside the branch I just made, and say, good job by me.
I'm
I did
there.
it. Yeah. Stephen, where are you at?
It is still receiving objects,
Okay, cool.
so it's doing its business.
So Tina, what text editor were you using for code? Did
I'm
Lauren
just-
have you download one?
No,
Okay.
I don't have one.
Did you change any code?
Yes.
What did you use?
I think that we just used the text edit. Yeah.
Oh, Lauren.
No, it wasn't
Talking to
Lauren. I was
you.
with
Okay.
Tyler.
Tyler.
We were doing it quickly, but he did tell me
Cut
to
these
get
people
something,
off.
and now I've forgotten.
Was
Yeah.
it Visual Studio Code?
Everyone's getting thrown under the bus here. God love them.
I may have even, I might have something, but I won't remember now. We were trying to get something done quickly.
Here. I use this, and it's newer to me. I used a different one before, but this one's kind of nice and very common. Good for editing code. Why don't you go ahead and install Visual Studio Code, or VSC, if some cool people call it.
Did you put that somewhere?
Oh yeah, I
Or
put it
just-
in our Git 101 class 1
Oh, okay.
shared doc.
Oh, nice. Should I keep sharing, or should I just install this?
You can stop sharing.
Okay.
Yeah, you can stop sharing. I'll share just so you're still rolling over there, Stephen. It's still pulling files.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated. It's 42%
Okay,
at
cool.
the minute.
Great. I'll start documenting some of these Git commands that we've covered. So Git status, it's basically like what's up. And kind of like, where am I? Git branch. I don't know how to write this so that we know that the colon isn't part of what we would do. Let's do this. What branch am I on? Hey, Jess.
Hey, it worked this time.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
awesome. I added this link to Visual Studio Code. Stephen, you could also download it while you're waiting for that stuff. So installing this app is what we're going to use to edit the code. So if you could go ahead and do that. I'm just making some notes about some Git stuff we covered while Tina was working ahead. It's right here.
We just need to download this app. That's all right.
Yeah, and then you can open it. Is that everything we covered, Tina? Status, branch, checkout, -B. I guess Git checkout will check out an existing local branch, or you can grab.
Pull
Did we? Oh yeah, we did a poll, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
the first thing.
From GitLab, GitLab repo. Oh, yeah, I guess we did clone too, so I'll add git clone.
Is this? Visual Studio, kind of like Sublime Text.
Yeah, exactly. Do you use Sublime Text?
I do.
If you have it, you can just use that.
Okay. I'll just use that for now.
Cool. That's what I used to use. And I'm way more proficient in it. For some reason, I struggle through Visual Studio Code because someone says it's better. And I'm like, well, I'm slower in it. So I guess I'll keep using it. Pull the code base you want to work on. Git pull. Update files from the branch. Okay, I just added some notes. I'm just going to stop sharing for a sec. So where are we? So Jess has Git installed. She has the code pulled. Tina has Git installed. You have the code pulled. You've made a new branch. I have made a branch. I have the code pulled. Stephen, you're pulling the code. We all have a text editor installed. Can you share your screen? Just don't worry about sharing your screen. It's too slow. I'm going to walk you through making a branch. So am I still sharing my screen? No, I'll share my screen. So this is what you're going to do. So you're in the folder that you pulled the code. Is that correct? If you do pwd, you're in the www-gitlab-com folder.
I'm in GitLab repo. So how do I get down to gitlab.com?
Who can help Jess with that? Tina? Stephen?
CD in space and then start typing a W and tab in, it might show up.
Let's see.
And then enter.
Okay. Yep. Got it. Thank you.
So now while you're in there, you can, this is again, I was explaining to Tina, like when you do this long enough, you just kind of get these neuroses. So you don't need to do this, but I just do it. I'll write git branch, git space branch, and then just make sure I'm on master, just so I know where I'm at.
What do you mean by make sure I'm on master?
So
when you enter,
yeah, when you press enter, it should say like asterisk
Gotcha,
and
yep.
then in green master. So Git allows us to work on multiple branches to push to master. We never work on master. So another thing I would do right now is I do git space pull, which is going to make sure you have the most up-to-date code before you make your new branch. Because when you branch, any changes that go on master or anyone who makes a new branch after you has different code. This is what's amazing about Git. It's totally mind-blowing. And we're coming up on time. So I think if we get to the point that we've made a new branch and we're ready to make these changes in our next 101 class, this has been a hugely successful session.
So I wrote git space pull.
Yeah.
And I entered and nothing happened.
Okay, so it probably is taking a second.
Okay, another one of those.
Yeah.
I'm currently
the one downside to remote work.
Yeah, I know. It's like you need the supercomputer.
I'm at 55%, so it's still.
Oh, you're just going slow.
Yeah, it might be Zoom. It might be Zoom as well.
I doubt it. You've got the same computer as me, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yours is just going slow. Maybe your internet's slow.
It's not been great. Yeah.
It's all good. Stop sharing. Does anyone have any questions while we're waiting for processes to run? Does anyone have any questions or thoughts or anything, any information needed?
Many questions, just don't know where to start. I like this. I like learning about something like this personally. Like, I don't know if I have specific like technical questions.
Yeah,
definitely probably have to revisit this because it's like a new endeavor altogether for me. But it's definitely good to know and understand. I'm beginning to kind of get the crux of it.
Yeah, I
I
think it's
find
going to
that-
help us. Go ahead.
The thing is, if you don't do it every day, which is what happened to me, it's really easy to forget. So I like, Michael, that you're having us do this once a week, because over the holidays, for example, I couldn't re-access some of the work I was doing on the CMS because I'd forgotten half the codes and didn't understand how to get there, and I couldn't ask anyone to help me.
That
So
CMS
really need to
setup is like
practice.
super tech though. Like no way I know what I'm doing there. Like I just do what Lauren tells me.
Yeah.
And then when it works, I'm like, magic. What? Like, so the level, just to level set with you, like the amount of effort and complexity for the MRs we're gonna strive to do weekly is about 1/10 as hard as what you were doing.
Okay, good.
It's super easy. And to be honest, like we could do this all through the GitLab interface. But I think my belief is like learning what's under the hood makes what's happening there a lot more logical. And I think it's going to help us understand what's great about Git, which is going to make us be able to design a better experience communicating our tool. So there are easier ways, but this is the cool way. And if you do this, if you make a change to the handbook and like, you know, Brandon or Laura or Lauren and Tyler saw you do it this way, they'd be like, these are cool people. So we're also going to gain an appreciation for what they do day in and day out, because they see all our Figma stuff and they understand what's hard for us, and you know, it'll just be a bit less of a black box.
Is this the process we would take if we wanted to make a README?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's another great one. Add that to the list.
Yeah.
Great idea. So we'll do first steps of what we're striving for is we're going to add ourselves to the org chart, and then we're going to make a README. And the README, what's great about the README is you can just like do one paragraph and then continue to work on it. So you can keep doing MRs to that.
Can I share mine real quick?
Yeah, you bet.
It went through. I just got like a lot of stuff that showed up. So.
Oh yeah, does it say like?
Does this all make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you're seeing there is like that file that says FCI custom commit suggested change.yml. There's 17 changes to that file, and they're all additions. In that second file, there's 2 changes. There's an addition and something was deleted. I never read any of that stuff. I just like click things and be like, don't say an error. And if it doesn't say an error, I'm like, short memory. It's like, okay, that never happened. Let's keep moving forward and just keep praying that this is going to work.
Cool.
So you've got your code up to date. We've got 3 minutes. Jess, I feel like we can make a branch for you. So if you do so what I told Tina is I go to that link that I shared, MP cheat sheet, the Git no deep shit one, and then you just do like Command F on the page to find branch. It's the second instance gets you into like the branch area. I always just refer to that. I know it in my head. I know it's git checkout -b, but I never trust myself because I'm not doing this day in and day out anymore. But that's just in the future when you're like, oh, I don't remember how to do this. That's just where you can find the information. But in terminal, you're going to want to write git space checkout -b. And then the naming structure I typically go with is like my first 2 initials and then what I'm trying to do. So for you, I'd probably do like git space checkout
/b or space b
/b. Sorry.
Git
-b.
Git -b. Okay.
-b.
Git space
and then,
checkout -b.
Yeah, and then space after that, I would do JH dash, adding myself to GitLab org chart with dashes where all of the spaces would be. Computers don't like spaces when you're working in code, which is why I'm always saying that stuff.
Okay.
And then you press enter. And then I would write git branch, enter.
Oh, it says checkout -b is not a git command.
Did you write it like this?
What'd you do? Do I need to do a capital Git?
No.
Is that the problem?
Everything keeps capitalizing.
Oh wait, is there a space dash B? Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah. Space
Oh, okay,
dash.
okay, okay. Let me try again.
My bad.
Yeah.
If you press up and then press, it'll go to that command that you already wrote. And then if you press over, the cursor will go over and then you can add a space. So you don't have to type it all.
That would have been a good idea.
It's all good.
Okay, take two. Okay, switch to new branch. Excellent.
Yeah, and then again, the neuroses kicks in and I just write git space branch to make sure that it's in the branch I want to be on is green with the asterisks.
Good to go.
Awesome. So today we've learned, in closing, how to open terminal, use just straight up terminal commands to navigate forward, back, side to side through our file structure. We've learned how to make a directory from the terminal, and we've learned how to install Git. We'll never have to do that again. We've learned how to clone a code base. We've learned how to pull the most recent code from that code base. We've learned to check what branch we're on, and we've learned how to make a new branch. And we've all downloaded a text editor to edit code for our next session, which I'll get on the books sometime. I'm off next week. I kind of want to keep this rolling, so I'll see if there's time tomorrow or if anyone's open to it on Friday. Next steps will be to add ourselves and then merge the branch. Great job, everyone. This is like, I know this seems like a lot, but like you do it once and it gets a lot easier. So I'm super impressed. We're actually farther than I thought we would have got. So thank you for being open to learning and being vulnerable. And I look forward to continuing to learn together.